So I did order my Blue Blood palette from Beautylish. You were able to get it through Beautylish and also through the Jeffree Star website. I was on the fence whether I wanted to pick it up or not, just because I wear blue shadows but not very often, and obviously it's not like an everyday kind of color to wear. And I also kind of feel like blue is kind of a little bit out of my comfort zone as well. But I really loved the layout of it, the packaging, everything looked super pretty. And I was on the fence whether to pick it up or not. And then at the end, I kind of just blacked out and ordered it. I was on the Beautylish site and it kept going in and out of stock. And I was like, let me go on the Jeffree Star site. I was able to add it to my cart. And then I had to pay, I think like $6, $7 for shipping. And I was like, no way. Like, there's no way I'm going to pay for shipping where I'm like already on the fence where I don't know if I want the palette. So I went back to Beautylish and kind of just kept refreshing the page, and it just said it was out of stock. So like 30 minutes passed by and I was like, let me just go ahead, refresh the page and see if it works. And it was back in stock. It let me add to cart and I was able to check out. So here I am with this box here. The palette does retail for $52. You don't have to pay shipping with Beautylish if you order at least $30. So again, this is an unboxing. It's a first impressions. I haven't even seen the palette, so I'm hoping the palette didn't come broken. But Beautylish is really good about like really packaging the products really well. So this is what it looks like when you first open the box. You always get this pretty packaging. It's pretty much like Jeffree's tattoos on this like wrapping paper. And then you get more like stuffing so your product arrives safely. I've had a few times where a palette has came broken and Beautylish has been really good about just sending me another one. It looks like they sent a sample of something in here, but we're here for the palette. So as you can see, it's pretty much like it's already bubble wrapped in here, and then it came with the padding and then also more padding inside. So hoping everything is safe in here. So usually you get like this, they tie it right here, which is nice. And they also wrap it. When you get it out of the bag, it does come also bubble wrapped, which is nice. Beautylish is always super good about wrapping everything and bubble wrapping everything so it arrives safely. So this cobalt blue packaging is super pretty. Here's what the box looks like. And then you get like the ingredients in the back of the box about each shade. Actually, there's like different shades and each shade has different ingredients. And then Jeffree Star Cosmetics, their Instagram and YouTube, and it's cruelty free. So let's see. So you kind of just open it up this way. Ooh. I kind of wish like the packaging was this color because I really love this like cobalt blue shade. Look how pretty this packaging is. He always goes all out on all of his packaging. Look at this. Super pretty. Moment of truth. Hoping no shades are broken. Ooh, this palette is very beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. All of these shades are stunning. You do get a mirror, and it kind of feels like the packaging, like the Blood Sugar palette. The mirror is nice. I didn't apply any makeup just because I usually do my eyes first and then my foundation, and since I am working with blues, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any fallout. And I am most gravitated towards Blue Monday, Flourishing, and Entitled, and like these shades down here. So I'm gonna try to incorporate like the green and this Blue Monday. That's like where my eyes are going towards. So my eyelids are already primed and set. First shadow we're going to take, maybe we should take like a mint color. Let's take Mint Tea, which is this like minty green color. And there is kind of some kickback on that. You can see it on the shadow right there. And I'm just gonna apply this in my crease. I have seen reviews on this palette and they did say that this shadow is, that it kind of blends away, so you should kind of more pack it on. I'm not like, I've seen a lot of people lately like packing on the shadows, but it's like, I'm like a newbie doing that technique. I apply and windshield wiper motions is what I do. So I think it's applying well, and I do agree with that girl that I watched that if you blend it a little much, you're kind of gonna get rid of. And I kind of see I have other shades because I used a red with this, which totally sucks because now I kind of have like a little bit of the residue from the previous look I did, but I just changed my brush and we're going to use this brush instead. So now I'm gonna go in with the shade called Flourishing. It's like this pretty like green type color. I'm gonna use the same fluffy brush. And there isn't as bad as kickback on that shade like there was on Mint Tea, and it might just be because it's a pastel color. So let's go ahead and apply this in the crease as well, just to deepen up the crease. I think the color is packing on really nicely. It's building up good. I don't see it being patchy or anything either. Did you guys pick this palette up? What do you guys think of it? It's like a really pretty color combination. I was just like on the fence, like I really wanted it when I saw his like reveal video, but then as I kept like looking at it and seeing all the looks people were creating with it, I was like, it's a really blue palette. Like, you don't wear blue all the time, and when you do, you feel kind of like, not awkward, just like self-conscious a little bit, just because I'm not used to wearing green. Just like right now, I'm gonna finish filming and I'm gonna have to go pick up my daughter from school. I like this color. This color is really nice. So I really want to go in with Blue Mondays, which is the color right here. So I'm going to pack it also in my crease, but I'm going to take a smaller defining brush. This is the Coastal Scents Classic Blending Brush. It's one of my favorite brushes to use. It's like the perfect size to just get in right in that crease there. And I did see a review, people were saying that this color was a little patchy, that it applied best if you packed it on and not like packing and blending. So hopefully it works out for me. It does look a little patchy right here, but we'll build it up. We'll kind of apply and blend and see. I think it is a little bit patchy, but it's building up good, so I just swatched both of the darker shades, Cremated and Undertaker, just to kind of see what shadow I wanted. And I do want to let you guys know that these shadows do stain, or will be staining your lids. So I think I'm going to go in with Cremated to look more like a tealish type color. And that Blue Monday turned out me to be more like a cobalt blue than like a neonish blue that it looks on the pan. And I'm going to tap off excess and just apply this to the outer corners. I'm going to do like a half cut crease, but I'm going to do the outer corner first. There's a little bit of kickback on this shade as well, but that is why we're doing our eyes first. So if we have kickback, it doesn't fall on the foundation. So I'm going to cut my crease. I usually just take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 00 with this Royal & Lange Nickel number 10 brush. I've been using like small brushes, if I could find it. This one's the number 8 brush, but I've been enjoying this number 10 brush because as you can see, it's a little bigger and it kind of lets you get more of your lid. So again, I'm just going to cut my crease. So on my lids, I'm going to pack the shade called Priceless, this peachy, light peachy shade right there. And I'm just going to apply it in the inner part right here. I don't think I like this very much. I don't know. It looks okay. It's just kind of like pastel-y, so it's not packing on like... Let me take this Sigma brush instead. This one's really good for packing. This is the E55 brush. It's different. I've never done a look like this, like peach with blue. I'm going to go back with this brush. This is by BH Cosmetics, the number 10 brush. This was part of the Marble Collection brush. And I'm just going to go really closely to the crease part right there. Just so this is not so harsh, I'm also going to go in with the shade called Crystal Flesh, which is like that shimmery type color. And I'm going to apply that in between the lid color and like the darker shade that I applied on the outer part. Just to kind of mesh them a little bit. You can't really see that. No, that color seems to not... It's like chunky. So we're gonna have to use a different shade. Go ahead and use Entitled right there. And we'll pack that instead and see. Hope it works. I would have never thought to pair peach with blue. Honestly, it looks really pretty. And even with the green now, it looks really nice. And then since I did get some on the darker shade, I'm going to go back with Cremated, which is the dark like teal green type color, and just kind of go over it, the edges. So it looks dark again. And this is what we have. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eyes, apply liner, lashes, and mascara, and do the rest of my face. And I'll be back to let you guys know my first impressions, thoughts on this Blue Blood palette. Actually, before I go, I'm just going to apply the shade Wealthy on my brow bone. This is like pretty simple, but I'm like one more shade before I go. This is a really pretty brow bone shade for me. This one's a matte. And then they have this white one as well, but it's more like it has shimmer. Alright, so now I'm gonna go do the rest of my face and I'll be back. So this is the final look. On my lower lashes, I applied Cremated, and then I blended that shade out with Blue Monday and Flourishing. If you're wondering what lashes I am wearing, they're these Eyelure Vegas Nay Luxe Collection Platinum Princess lashes. I actually have a new packet right here I can show you guys, but this is what the lashes look like. They're really nice and flary and full, and that is what I'm wearing if you're interested. Overall, what do I think of this palette? I didn't use all of the shades, but right now, just by this look that I have going on, I think it's really pretty. I am really happy that I picked this up. The shades that I have used, I'm pretty content with. Since this is my first impressions, you know, trying this palette out, let me know down below if you'd like me to do like a 2 looks or 3 looks 1 palette video, and I can go ahead and do like other looks using this palette as well. But as of right now, just using the palette, I did like it. The only thing was that Crystal Flesh, it didn't apply really good with a brush, so you did have to use your finger. So since I kind of just wanted a little something right there, I feel like it was too chunky for that. But on the lid, I think it'll work okay. Priceless. I did find that I did have to pack it on. I think it's just because it's a pastel shade. Minty applied pretty well, but if you do kind of blend it a little too much, it can like blend away. I did also apply the Cullinan, I'm not sure, the bright white shimmer shade in my inner parts as well, and that one's pretty pigmented, so you gotta kind of go light-handed with that. This color Cremated was pretty pigmented. It does have some fallout. Talking about fallout, I do have like little specks of green on my shirt, so it's pretty good that I didn't have my foundation on already, because that would just be on my face. So I would recommend you guys doing your eyes first before doing your foundation if you do have this or decide to pick it up, because again, it does have some fallout. Overall, first impressions, I did like this palette. I'm excited to keep on using it and create more looks using the palette. I hope you guys all enjoyed my first impressions video. Again, if you want me to do like a 2 looks 1 palette or 3 looks 1 palette, let me know down in the comment section below. But other than that, I hope you guys consider subscribing as well, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!